A-Town down. Yeah, yeah.
But here's my number, so call me maybe. Can't keep my hands to myself.
Okay, Holden, what happened next?
Okay, so while I was eating my eggs, these two nuns with their suitcases and all, I guess they were moving to another convent and were waiting for a train, came in and sat next to me. They didn't know what to do with their suitcases, so I gave them a hand.
The one right next to me had one of those straw baskets that you see nuns and Salvation Army babes collecting dough with. You see them standing on corners, especially around Christmas time. The one next to me dropped hers on the floor, so I reached down and picked it up for her. I asked her if she was collecting for charity, but she said no.
I thought that if you were collecting, I could make a small contribution. You know, I still will. And you can save it for when you actually are collecting.
Oh, how kind of you.
We're actually school teachers from Chicago, so we're going to start teaching at a convent uptown.
I'm an English teacher, and she's a history and American government teacher.
Oh, you teach English?
And then I started to think about what kind of books she read. I was genuinely curious. I mean, she probably didn't read books with a bunch of sexy stuff in them, but maybe books with lovers in them. For instance, take old Eustacia Vi in Return of the Native by Thomas Hardy. She wasn't too sexy or anything, but you can't help wondering what a nun maybe thinks about when she reads old Eustacia.
English is my best subject.
Oh, really? I'm glad. What have you read? I'd be dying to know.
Well, most of the time we were on the Anglo-Saxons and Old Grendel and Lord Randall, my son. But we had to read books for extra credit once in a while. I read Return of the Native by Thomas Hardy, Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet, I love it. Didn't you just love it?
Yes, I did. I liked it a lot. There were a few things I don't like about it, but it was quite moving on the whole.
What didn't you like? Can't you remember?
Well, I'm not too crazy about Romeo and Juliet. I mean, I like them, but I don't know. They got pretty annoying sometimes. I mean, I felt much sorry when old Mercutio got killed than when Romeo and Juliet did. The thing is, I never liked Romeo and Juliet too much after Mercutio gets stabbed by that other man. What's his name again?
Tybalt.
Yeah, that's right, Tybalt. Anyways, it was Romeo's fault. I mean, I liked to invest in the play, old Mercutio. I don't know, all those Montagues and Capulets, they're all right, especially Juliet, but Mercutio, it's hard to explain. He was very smart and entertaining and all. The thing is, it drives me crazy if somebody gets killed, especially someone smart and entertaining, if it's not their fault. Mm-hmm. With Romeo and Juliet, at least it was their own fault.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what school do you go to?
Oh, I go to Pensy.
Oh, that's such a great school.
Well, we better get going, so...
Oh, it was lovely meeting you.
God bless you.
God bless you. When they got up to go, the two nuns, I did something very stupid and embarrassing. I was smoking a cigarette, and when I stood up to say goodbye to them, by mistake, I blew some smoke in their face. I didn't mean to, but I did it. I apologized like a madman, and they were very polite tonight about it, but it was embarrassing anyways. And after they left, I started getting sorry that I'd only given them $10 for their collection. But the thing was, I'd made that date with old Sally Hayes, and I needed to keep some dough for the tickets and stuff. I was sorry anyways, though. Goddamn money, it always ends up making me blue as hell.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Holden. Speaking of Sally's, how did your date go?
Well, I was way early when I got there, and there was a bunch of girls sitting there waiting for their dates, so I joined them while I was waiting for mine. Finally, old Sally started coming up the stairs, so I started down to meet her. She looked terrific, she really did.
Holden, it's marvelous to see you. It's been ages.
It's well to see you. How are you anyways?
Absolutely marvelous. Am I late?
No, just on time. But we better hurry, the show starts soon.
What are we gonna see?
Oh, the Lunts, it's all I could get tickets for.
Oh, the Lunts, marvelous.
So we horsed around a little bit in the cab on the way to the theater. At first, she didn't want to because she had her lipstick on and all, but I was being all seductive and she didn't have any alternative. Then, just to show you how crazy I am, I told her I loved her and all. It was a lie, of course. The thing is, I actually meant it when I said it. I swear to God, I'm crazy.
Holden, you're not crazy.
Yes, I am. So anyways, during the intermission of the movie, we go outside and she runs into this phony she knew from somewhere. And then later, she wanted to go ice skating just so she could wear one of those cute little skating skirts. After we finished ice skating, we went inside and grabbed a table to have a drink. And we had a conversation that proves I'm crazy. Thank you.
Thank you. Go.
Hey, Sally.
What?
Do you ever get fed up? I mean, did you ever get scared that everything was going lousy unless you did something? I mean, do you like school and that stuff?
It's a terrific board.
I mean, do you hate it? I know it's a terrific board, but do you hate it?
Well, I don't exactly hate it. You always have
Well,
to...
I hate it. Boy, do I hate it. I hate everything. I hate living in New York. Well, I hate it. You know something? You're probably the only reason I'm in New York right now, or anywhere. If you weren't here, I'd probably be somewhere way the hell off. She kept telling me to stop shouting, to lower my voice, but I couldn't, I wouldn't, and then I got this idea. Look, here's my idea. How would you like to get the hell out of here? Here's my idea. I know this guy whose car I can borrow, and we can do it tomorrow morning. We can drive up to Massachusetts and Vermont, all around there, no kidding. I have a load of dough in my bank account, and we can just stay in a cabin camp until the dough runs out. And then I could get a job, and we'll live there, and we could get married or something. What do you say? Come on, what do you say? Do you want to do it?
You can't just do something like that.
Why not? Why the hell not?
Stop screaming at me, would you?
We'd have a grand old time. You don't see what I mean at all.
Maybe I don't. Maybe you don't either.
Come on, let's get out of here. You give me a royal pain in the ass if you want to know the truth. Boy, did she hit the fan when I said that. I know I shouldn't have said it, and I probably wouldn't have ordinarily, but boy, was she depressing me. And she was crying, and I offered to take her home, but she wouldn't let me. I don't know what came over me, and I mean, I probably wouldn't have even taken her if she wanted to go with me. She wouldn't have been anyone to go with anyways. But the terrible part is, I meant it when I said it to her. That's the terrible part. I swear to God, I'm a madman. Two nuns with their suitcases and all. I guess they're... and we're waiting for a train. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Are you collecting? Oh, yes.
No, you're supposed to say no.
No.
Oh, no. No.
Sorry. We're going to start at the convent uptown.
Oh yes, I'm an English teacher, and she is a history and American government teacher. Oh, you teach English? You can save it for when you actually are collecting.
How sweet of you.
Oh, how thank you. Oh, I still will, and you can save it for when you actually are collecting. Oh, how thank you.